The double bill is two operas that were commissioned last year by Victorian Opera. The first one, Cassandra, was written by me and Constantine Costi. I've orchestrated for two pianos, a saxophone and percussion. So it's a much sort of more aggressive, kind of noisy sound world.
Cassandra puts on stage what we would now recognise as toxic masculinity or a kind of imbalance of power, and it also puts on stage what we would now recognise as, I think, what is the original version of speaking truth to power.
Echo and Narcissus by Kevin March and Jane Montgomery Griffiths. Kevin has got a harp, flute, viola and percussion and has created this incredibly atmospheric sound world.
We would probably recognise the Narcissus story particularly as an example of our sort of society's obsession with image. It's about surface, it's also about substance.
I think it's quite fascinating that Kevin and I have gone quite different directions and that he's written something that's beautiful and reflective, and whereas Con and I have written something that's quite aggressive. So they're very contrasting works, completely different musical languages, but I think they go together really well.
What's interesting for me about them is that while they are kind of quite musically distinct, they are thematically unified, and they're unified by not just being contemporary versions of classical themes. I think they both deal with the epic and the intimate and the human and the poetic, and they both flip between those two things. So they both take these grand classical stories or myths and they distill them down into some kind of quite beautiful and moving human interaction.
It's amazing to be back in the rehearsal room. It's incredible to just be creating something. Very exciting.
I'm very much enjoying the process of bringing these works to life and feel very blessed to be working with both the creative team and the cast.